You probably already know it, strong is the new black. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to do some strength, but also with some pulse exercises. So this is going to be a high intensity resistance training session with a little bit of a different setup. You're going to bring a set of dumbbell and an exercise mat. You might want to go a bit heavier on your dumbbells. If you're fortunate to have different kind of dumbbells, then you can bring different kind of sets. So we have the different kind of blocks. The first block is going to be 3 different upper body focused exercise using the dumbbells, and we're going to work with the work frame of 30 seconds on and 30 seconds for the next exercise. Not 3 rounds, but 4 rounds instead. So the work frame is a shorter period of time. We have a longer rest period, so you want to go a bit more heavier than you usually do when you do the high intensity resistance training session. Then we have a little bit of a sequence where we do a wide leg run for the 30 seconds on and the 30 seconds for the next one, 4 rounds. We move on for a third block, and that's what we're gonna have 3 new exercises working for 45 seconds and 15 seconds for the next one, for 4 rounds instead of 3, and ending this session 4 times jump squat in and out for 4 rounds. Don't worry about the setup. I will guide you as always, and on my other session here on my channel, I will set the timer here with my timer, of course, and then I'm gonna show you what to do for the next exercise in that rest period. So the most important thing is bring your gear, and I'm gonna guide you through a short warm-up, and then you're gonna do this session with me. So try to go a little bit more heavier on that first block where we do the upper body focused exercises for the 30 seconds and having 30 seconds in between for the next exercise. So welcome, let's go heavy, and let's go and boost our metabolism, boosting our muscle tissue and getting shorter breath and boosting our metabolism. So go on and join me, and let's hit this one. So we're gonna warm up. We're gonna tap in front of us, swinging our arms, staying up nice and tall. So get that good alignment in to begin with. So straight position, engaging core and pelvic floor. Leaning a bit forward and tapping back and lifting our chest up. And we're gonna extend our hip a bit more, moving into a wider position with our legs. So pushing it back, still keep your heel up and tapping with the front of your foot and swinging arms. We're gonna stay put here and lifting ourselves up on our toes, inhaling and exhaling, and keep on moving and out and back. So front and back, stay up with your chest, engaging your core area. Let's hit it for another 8 and 7, up on those toes, for 4 and 3, 2, and going in for a modification up at jack. So thumbs are pointing up towards the center and reaching up with your toe, squeezing your upper body and reaching with arms in front of us and engaging muscle between your shoulder blades and pushing back and pushing, pulling back actually, and pushing forward. Toes up and full foot down, pressing in front of you. Do a rotation in your upper body, engaging core and not leaning forward. So stay up nice and upright, squeezing your glutes. And we're gonna keep moving with our arms, but we're gonna lift up and pushing back with one heel, engaging our glutes. So get in for that hip extension and still pushing with our arms, moving from side to side. So squeezing and keep it on for 8, 7, 6, squeezing. Let me do the counting. Gonna do the squeezing. 4, 3, 2, and hands on thighs, leaning from one side to the center. So 1, knees bended but knee behind toe, straight position, opposite side. So leaning from one side, and keep your hands on your thighs so you can get a bit of support from your upper body. So one leg straight, one leg flexion, but still keep knee behind toes. rotating in our upper body. So moving and rotating, still with some support on your thighs. Keep your chin in and moving from one side to the opposite for another 4 and 3, 2, and in front to center here. Chin is in, rolling all the way down to a full flexion. Keep your knees straight, chin is in, lifting up, straightening arms up towards your ceiling and squeezing a bit back and get a nice stretch in your ab area. Slowly down again, inhaling and reaching up, exhaling. Let's go for 2 more. All the way down, get a good nice stretch on the back of your body. Up we go, reaching up and slowly down and reaching up. Bring knees up and arms down. So stay still, up right here. So no flexion in our lower back. Chin is in and pulling your arms, keep it on and come back into center. Single arm. For 8, 7, 6, bouncing, and for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 on each. Easing off, maybe you want to grab some water, and we are ready for the first exercise. So do remember, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds for the next one. 4 rounds instead of 3. We're going to start with a shoulder press up, so you might want to find a dumbbell that suits you best. So you can go both arms or you can go single arm if that's better for you. And the next exercise is going to be a biceps curl up and down here, and then we're going to move on for a triceps kickback. So all 3 first exercises are going to focus on our arms and our upper body. So bring your equipment and we are ready for the 30 seconds. Count down from 10 seconds. Start with a shoulder press up. So some distance between your feet. And we are gonna move up here. So bring it up and slowly down again. Keep your chin in, pushing up. If this is too much, all depending on your level and of course on the weight of your dumbbells, you can just go single arm instead. But do remind yourself, we're going to push it a little bit harder and heavier because we're only working for 30 seconds and we have 30 seconds for the next exercise. Engaging core and lowering your arms for the rest period. Maybe you want to put them all the way down. I prefer to do a little bit of a movement in between. So in another 15 seconds, we are gonna go for a biceps curl. So feel that squeeze in the front of your arms. Shoulders are back, engaging your core. And 4, 3, 2, and lifting it up and slowly down again. So stay up, chest is up, engage your core. If you don't have that heavy dumbbells, so you don't feel all the way challenged, you could continue a bit more in the rest period. So you could go for like 45 seconds, and you could also go with a band and dumbbells. So you can bring a band and you can bring your dumbbells and you get a little bit more resistant if that's possible. You can just pause the session and go and grab a band if you have that. So we are leaning forward and pushing back for a triceps kickback. So grab your dumbbells if you're already not ready. 18 seconds. Shoulders are down and chest is up. So chest is up. Getting ourselves ready. Some distance between our feet. And no locking in our knees. And we are going to move forward a bit and squeezing. Squeeze. Leaning forward, pushing it back. Chin is in and yes, chest is up. You can go with single arm, back and front, and move it on. And if your dumbbells just fits perfect for the setup here, you're just gonna continue. And if they're a little bit too light, you can continue with the bibs, and you can continue within 15 seconds, so you still get a bit of a break in between. So ready for round number 2 out of 4. So we're gonna go back for the shoulder press up. 15 seconds, engaging your core. Let's go and get ready so we don't miss any of the 30 seconds. Ready for second round of shoulder press up. Straight wrist and pushing it up and slowly back down again. So pushing it up, and it's you pushing it and control all the way down. Feel your shoulders working, and exhale and inhale. Do remember we have 30 seconds in between. Yes, ready for our biceps curl. So just move around a little bit, and 20 seconds before we do the curling. 10 more seconds, get ready. And if you find the rest period too long, you can continue a bit into that rest period, all depending on the weight of your dumbbells. So squeezing slowly down. Bring it up and down again. A little squeeze in your glutes. Keep shoulders back. Chest is up. Turn your thumbs out to the side on top, and make sure your elbows are not out to the side. Keep them in towards your upper body. Yeps. And if it gets a little bit tight in your hands, let the dumbbells go and get ready. When 10 seconds is left, you gotta go and grab your dumbbells again and go for the triceps kickback. 10 more seconds. Leaning forward, chest is up, good distance between your feet, and do whatever it takes through those 30 seconds. So make sure every time you extend your elbows, feel it in your triceps, pushing it back. Pushing it, chest is up. 10 more seconds and you have your 30 seconds in between. Yes. Ready for number 3, round number 3 out of 4. So halfway there. Gotta push that pulse in a few minutes. So ready for the 3rd round of the shoulder press up. Yeps. Bring dumbbells up on top and get into a good alignment here and push upwards, slowly back down again. Pushing it up, slowly down again. Chin is in. And we have 30 seconds left before we continue from this one. Yeps. Biceps curl. So shoulders, biceps, triceps. In our next block, we're gonna do the wide leg run, but after that, we're gonna do some core jump. 10 more seconds, and we are ready for the biceps curl. Distance between your feet and elbows in. Squeeze up on top. Exhale and inhale. Keep your shoulders back so you stay in upright position. Inhale, exhale. Yes, feel it coming up and bring it down. Ready for the triceps kickback. So you should feel it here in just a few seconds. A little bit of a tapping on the spots. Ten more seconds. And we got the dumbbells up, leaning forward and pushing it back. Squeeze, forward, squeeze. We only have 10 seconds left. Shoulders are back, chest is still up. Feel it in your arms. Yes. And ready for our final round. So right after that, we're gonna do some wide leg run, pushing that heart rate up. But still, if you have the correct kilos or pounds on your weights, you should be affected on your breathing as well when we do the strength work. And we are ready for the final round of the shoulder press up. 5 seconds. 2 and 1. Bring it up and lowering back again. Chin is in. Pushing yourself for the final round here. Or you can go single arm. Just keep the quality. 10 seconds. You should feel it coming on here. Yes. Biceps curl. So it's a good way to challenge your muscle tissue, doing different kind of time intervals, because if you extend the time period, of course you are able to do more repetition, and of course fewer when you have a shorter period of time, and then you can go heavier. Squeezing final round for biceps curl. Shoulders down and keep ourselves straight up. Chin is in, no pushing forward. Inhaling, exhaling. Yes. Ready for the triceps kick back. Final one, and then we're gonna move straight on for those wide leg runs. And we're gonna push it hard with those 30 seconds, because you have 30 seconds to come back to the next round instead of 10 or 15. What usually is what we put in between. 5 seconds, 4, 3, leaning forward, straightening front. So if you stay focused and concentrated, you can get quite a few repetitions here, of course, all depending on the weight of your dumbbells. Squeezing, feel your weight. So in 15 seconds, you're gonna put your dumbbells out to the side, and you're gonna follow along with me to get that heart rate up and going even more. 5 seconds. 2, and dumbbells to the side. Ready to do wide leg run, but you can also do this instead, a little bit like the warm up. So listen to you and feel your way. So make sure you push yourself up and getting affected on your breathing. So 4 rounds for the wide leg run, and then we're gonna move on for another time frame. Arms up, shoulders down, and 30 seconds here. So pushing it as hard as possible, because you only work for 30 seconds and you have 30 seconds in between for the next one. I know it's 4 rounds instead of 3, but still. So inhaling, exhaling, engaging your core, lifting your knees up, pushing it hard. And you're not able to speak like me, I'm guiding you, and you are doing the tough work. Of course I'm working as well, but you are pushing yourself up to that position where you're not able to speak. So the rest period here. Doing 3 more rounds, then I give you a short water break, and then we're gonna move on for the final part of this session for today. 15 seconds. Wide leg run, round number 2 out of 4. Yep, 3, 2, and arms are moving, legs are moving, lifting up, or do the bouncing here instead, or you can go with a little bit of each. So pushing it hard. You know you have 30 seconds for a little bit of a break before we have a few more. Up with those knees. 4, 3, 2, and break. 2 more rounds, 1 of each leg. So strength training is coming up right after this one, and a water break. 2 more rounds here. I'm gonna do, as I said, mention some ab work, and let's go for a 3rd round. Arms up, nice and strong, pushing yourself. You know it requires to get shorter breath if you want to affect your metabolism. So every time we get shorter breath, we get in an even better shape, affecting our heart and our lungs and everything. So this is at a good cause. Even though you feel a bit hard at the moment, you will thank yourself later. 8 seconds. Keep it up, pushing yourself as hard as possible. Make your lamps up around in your house, bouncing on that floor. 1 more. Don't stop all the way through, just walk around a bit. Get ready for the 4th and last set of the wide leg run. So now you're gonna push yourself, knowing that we are gonna go for some strength work in just a few seconds. Arms up, shoulders down, and hit it here. Final 30 seconds. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, pushing it hard. We are gonna do strength work in a few seconds. You will thank me later, I promise you. If you put some effort into your bank account right now, on your health account, you will be able to cash it later on in life. So pushing it, just like putting savings in for your retirement plan, healthy lifestyle should be a part of that. Yep, so just get a short break and get some water. And you can always come back and do this session again if you feel like you need to push yourself a little harder. So now we're going to turn the timer into 45 seconds on and 15 seconds for the next exercise. To begin with, we're going to do a full sit-up. We're going to go all the way up, and you're going to bring a dumbbell. I'll show you. So 1 dumbbell, oops, here, and we're going to just have a little bit of a flexion in our knees. Bring the dumbbell up, squeezing, pushing it forward here, and rolling all the way down. That's gonna be our exercise number 1. Our exercise number 2 is gonna be a front lift and a back extension, not using the dumbbells. So we're gonna go up here, squeezing our glutes, lowering back down, and here we go. And then we're gonna go for a feet over. So we're gonna lean back, the dumbbell up here, leaning back, squeezing and twisting for some oblique work, and then we are gonna go back for 4 rounds, and we're gonna finish it up with a jump squat in and out. So 4 rounds instead of 3. Work frame is now gonna be 45 seconds and 15 seconds. So challenging you a bit here. This is a final round of the session. Lying down, dumbbells, keep it nice tight, and pushing lower back down, squeezing and rolling down. You're not gonna lift with your head, you're gonna lift with your abs. Rolling up above head, squeezing slowly down, Chin is in. Bring it up. Not falling down, but in control. Chin is in. Engaging your pelvic floor. So we're going to work a little bit longer now. 15 seconds added. 15 seconds taken off for the rest period. Yes. Dumbbell out and lying here. We're gonna go up and slowly down. So as your upper body goes off the ground, you're gonna lift your knees up as well. So feet pointing up, squeezing and slowly down. Up we go. So engage your core, your glutes, your pelvic floor, nose down. Inhale, exhale. So make sure you get the knees up from the exercise mat. Squeezing slowly down. Feel it along your spine. Feel it in your glutes. 10 more seconds. 5. Yep. Sitting position with the dumbbell in front and leaning back. Bring knees up and twist from one side to the opposite. So bring it up above the dumbbell so you make sure you get a good nice lift. So twisting arms to opposite side. You can, if you want, bring a dumbbell and do the movement in the opposite direction. Yep, let's go with that. So you can bring dumbbells in the opposite side for a little bit more extended. Challenging here. Bring it up, twisting one side up above the dumbbell so you get some height on those feet. And you can leave the dumbbell and you can go hands in here. And if this is uncomfortable for your lower back, try to engage your core a bit more, but else you can lie down and do the movement here. So that was exercise number 3, and we're gonna move on, staying put here, hands above head, ready to lift yourself up, lower back down, engage your pelvic floor, and squeezing. Chin is in. All the way slowly down, doing a flexion on the way up in your lower back. Do a flexion on the way down in your lower back. Nice and engaged body. 10 seconds. Slightly bended knees. Yeps. On our stomach for the back extension and for the lifting for the glute work. Inhale. And bring it up slowly down. Make sure that your nose is pointing down. Up we go, squeezing slowly back again. If this is too much, you can go single leg, or you can go from here, lifting up instead, but make sure you get that squeeze in your glutes. Up we go, down again. Chin is in. Yes. One dumbbell in front of you and one dumbbell in your hands. If you want to, optional, of course, and leaning back, or you can go with hands on the ground instead. Lifting up, twisting to opposite side. Keep the good work. Keep shoulders down, twisting, and feel it in your oblique muscle every single time that you move from one side to the opposite. Move on here, 5 seconds. Equal amount side of each. Yep. We are continuing for round number 3 out of the 4 rounds. Chin is in, slightly bended knees, pushing lower back down, reaching up. So pushing it down that lower back, engage your core and pelvic floor, reaching up with your arms. Up we go. Lifting us up with our abs. And slowly down again. In control. 5 seconds. Yep. Turn around. Hands underneath your forehead. 3, 2, and flexion in your knees. Bring it up. Squeezing slowly down. Up with those knees. And 10 more seconds. Inhale. 5. One dumbbell in front of you and one dumbbell in your hands. If you want to, optional, of course, and leaning back, or you can go with hands on the ground instead. Lifting up, twisting to opposite side. So keep the good work. Keep shoulders down, twisting, and feel it in your oblique muscle every single time that you move from one side to the opposite. Move on here, 5 seconds. Equal amount side of each. Fourth and final round. Yep, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna help each other to bring it home. Squeezing up. You can always just pull yourself up here, and you can just flat down fall, but of course you want to get the most out of it. So doing this movement with your hip and pushing your lower back down. Do remember your pelvic floor before you're lifting off the ground. One more. Yep. Move around and look down to ease off your neck, and we are gonna move it up and down. As we go up, you're gonna inhale. You're gonna squeeze hard as a iron. 25 seconds and you have completed this exercise. We just want to do the sitting oblique work, and then we have the jump, squat, in and out, just to push ourselves for the final part of this session. Yes. Boom, dumbbell in front, makes it fun, and just do a bit of a flexion and leaning back, shoulders down. Nice, tight core. So if I came home to you and I did this, I would feel hard as steel. I hope that's a deal. 25 seconds left for you to do, and me of course. Squeeze, opposite side up, put dumbbell down and hands on the floor, shoulders down. 5 seconds, boom, 3, 2, and dumbbells here, ready for the jump squat, in and out, 4 rounds, and you have made it. So good distance between your feet to begin with, shoulders are back, engage that core, and let's go, in and out. And if this is too much, you can go with a totally body extension, pushing your buttocks back, but try to keep your hands above shoulder level. So if this is not working as hard as possible, then you're gonna continue moving a bit up above your shoulders, in and out. So inhaling, exhaling, pushing buttocks back. So moving as fast as you can. Chest is up. 10 more seconds. Chin is in. Here we go. Down, in and out. 3, 2, and 1. 3 to go. And then you complete it. So of course we're gonna do that. Air in, warmed out, used air out. 3, 2, and 1. In and out, in and out. Or maybe you wanna go here, and you can always do a little bit of each. So feel your way. You should be pushed by now because you're so close to being done. So push it, push it, push it. Let's go for 28 seconds. Using our lower body. We've kind of been saving the lower body in this session for the pulse exercises. 10 seconds. Yes. 2 more. Be affected on your breathing. That's what it's all about. At the same time as you feel good, squeeze and feel in your lower body. So you do know when this is completed, you only have 1 more. So let me see you doing your best effort. Push yourself. Use your arms. Chest is up so you have a good position for your lungs. Get that inhale and exhale. Nice and easy breathing. 15 seconds. Chest is up. No flexion in your lower back. Stay up nice and tall. Yes. And we are so close, but you mentally feel like we are far away, but we only have 45 seconds. Sounding like me. 2, and let's go. Bring it in, bring it out. Bring it in and bring it out. I'm here, I see you, and I want you to push yourself the hardest possible. Get going. We did some upper body, we did some core, and now we're pushing ourselves in that lower part. Full body workout, you got it all in 1. 20 seconds. And the only thing you want to do after this session is to do some stretching. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, and we did it. Water, well-deserved water. I love water. And I hope you're just as fortunate as me, living in Denmark, having the best water in the tap. Tap water, completely fine. That was it, you did it. And thank you for joining me. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Maybe you want to split the link, share with somebody you love, for them to get started and get going. I always love when you put a comment below. You can come with some suggestions of what to do at a different kind of session and a comment, and I will return as soon as possible. So a link on top and below for some stretching, and until I see you next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay strong. Take good care. Bye.